I'm your host for Morning Market Call. Welcome to the show. Today I've got John Mayfield with me, and John Mayfield was on the winning team of BYU's internal round for the VCIC. So John, can you tell us what is the VCIC and how did you get involved in it?
Absolutely. So the Venture Capital Investment Competition is a competition that BYU hosts every year. It's put on through Cougar Capital, I believe, and it's an opportunity for students to get exposure to the venture capital industry and get on the other side of the table and learn about term sheets, cap tables, and how to negotiate with entrepreneurs to ultimately make an investment or not make an investment in their company.
Okay, great. So can you walk me through the experience that you had in the VCIC?
Absolutely. So Thursday afternoon, we were sent out the company presentation. We were given a little bit of background on the company and the management team, and we got together with our teams and we worked all night on it, just doing background research on the company, figuring out what the market size was, what the business model was, and started an initial valuation on the company. And then the next morning, we were hosted by Pelion Venture Partners, which is a venture capital firm in Salt Lake City, and there were a panel of judges there, and they had real entrepreneurs come in. This year it was Collude.com who was the winner of the business plan competition here at BYU. They pitched their company to us. We were given a couple hours to formulate questions and do a little bit more background research, and then we were given the opportunity to go in with the entrepreneurs, ask them all the questions we had, find out more about their business, and ultimately decide if we wanted to invest in the company. We then went back with our teams and we formulated a term sheet, gave that term sheet to the entrepreneurs, and we negotiated terms. And ultimately we tried to come to an agreement on what the pre-money valuation was, and if or if not we were going to reach an agreement for an investment. So, and then there was a little short time period for the judges to just ask the teams questions and get an understanding on why they did this or that.
Okay.
So that was the full process.
So you sat down with the entrepreneur and you asked them questions. Later on, you come in with the term sheet and you negotiate with the entrepreneur while a panel of judges is watching you?
Exactly.
And then after that, the entrepreneurs leave and the judges ask you questions about your negotiation style, your term sheet, deliverables, that sort of thing. Okay, great, great. So how did you enjoy the experience? Did you learn a lot? What was it like for you? What were your takeaways?
It was a great experience. I think the best part of the experience is you don't really get a lot of opportunities to be the venture capitalist at this level. You're usually either on the entrepreneur side or you're just not even in the industry really. So it was a fun opportunity to see the perspective of the entrepreneur or of the venture capitalist and see what kind of issues they're dealing with, because sometimes you don't really consider how hard it could be to be on that side of the table and not really know what they're thinking. So it was a great experience.
Good, I'm glad. And one last question for you. Do you have any advice for the regional team, the international team, future teams?
Yeah, I think one thing that helped us is we had a few members on our team that really knew a little bit about the venture capital industry, and we had reviewed terms beforehand, so we went into the competition not being so there wasn't as steep of a learning curve as far as learning the actual terms, so we could focus on the due diligence process. Also, I think an important part is to build rapport with the entrepreneurs. Don't treat them like that you have all the power, and because it's kind of a two-way street, that they have to accept you and you have to accept them. So I think that's an important part also. Sure,
and a real deal. I mean, it's the beginning of a partnership. If both sides accept each other, it's a long-term partnership until exit and potentially after that. So that rapport makes a lot of sense. Well, thanks so much for being on the show. It's been great to have you, and again, congratulations for your win in the BYU internal VCIC.
Happy to be here.
And that's our show for Morning Market Call. Join us next time.
MMC is brought to you by the MARRIOTT School of Management in association with the Brigham Young University Department of Communications. MMC is made possible by a generous donation from Larry TASHJIAN and Gary Williams, and is produced by Rhett Weller, Todd Castagna, Mason Chen, Joel Toby, and Sabrina Beck, with line producing by Beth and Brian Grimmett. For more information, find us on Twitter or at morningmarketcall.org.